Alright guys, what's going on, and welcome back to the Bit of Footy YouTube channel for another tipping video. I'm doing it today, I'm recording it on Monday. Make sure to get it out on Monday because it's just a hectic time during the footy festival. So yeah, I won't be doing round wrap-ups during this time, but after this time has passed, the round wrap-ups will be coming back. Since it's all condensed and everything's like together, every game is like just really close to each other, I just cannot do a round wrap up at this time. But I can do tips videos because they're short and easy to make and fun to do as well. You guys seem to enjoy them. You guys even put your own tips in the comments below, which is fun to see. But yeah, besides that, let's get right into the tipping, with the first game being tonight between Port Adelaide and the Bulldogs. Big game. It's a big game for both clubs. Port Adelaide just to keep their momentum alive, to keep that winning momentum alive, and for the Bulldogs to show that they're an okay club. They did get pumped by the Tigers last week. It will be a hard challenge for them over the next couple of weeks, and especially this game against the Power, which is why I've gone the Power to win this one by 14 points. I feel like the Dogs will put up a genuinely good fight, but I think the Power will just be too strong in the end and move on with their winning momentum, and that's why I've gone the Power by 14 points over the Bulldogs. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Bulldogs do beat the Power. They normally challenge the Power, especially at the Adelaide Oval in the past couple of years. So it'll be a good match, this one. We move on to Richmond versus Brisbane at Metricon Stadium. Brisbane starting to find momentum in the season, and so are the Tigers. So this game should be an absolute thriller on a Tuesday night. Tuesday night footy between two heavyweights. I can't wait for it at Metricon. I'm actually going to go the upset here and say that the Brizzy Lions can get up and they'll win this one by 13 points over the Tigers. I feel like they're going to try and train a way that a player will be able to tag Dusty Martin and halt him a bit. They need to do that, the Lions, because Dusty is starting to move up. He's starting to get back into that good form, that grand final winning form. But I feel like the Tigers will have something ready to stop Dusty. They would have learnt from last year in like round 23 and the qualifying final. They would have learnt from that. So yeah, I feel like the Lions, from all their learning, will be able to win this game by 13 points over the Tigers. We move on to Geelong versus North Melbourne on a Wednesday. The early Wednesday game. I can't wait for it. 5:40 on a Wednesday between Geelong and North Melbourne. It used to be the battle of the Scott brothers, but this week it's the battle of the Reese versus the other brothers. The Scott brothers. Yeah, the Scott brothers, that's what it was. But yeah, I'm going to go Geelong in this one by 22 points. I feel like North Melbourne's win last week was great, but I just feel like it was against Adelaide. Sure, it was a big win for them. But Geelong, they're looking okay. They put up a challenge against Collingwood. They beat Freo. They put up a challenge against the Eagles. So they're still a strong side, and their defence is really holding up well. It can leak a few goals here or there, but their defence is really solid. It just cracked at the end of the game last week, but the Eagles forward line, is the Eagles forward line. It's pretty good. But, North Melbourne's forward line isn't the Eagles forward line. So in that case, I'm going to go Geelong by 22 points because Geelong's defence, I just feel like, will be able to halt North Melbourne's forward line pressure and all that, and what they try to do on the day. So yeah, Geelong by 22 over the Roos. The next game on Wednesday. On Wednesday is between Adelaide and Melbourne at the Adelaide Oval. Simple one, this one. I'm going to go the D's by 26 points over the Crows. The Crows, I do not know whether they are going to find a win. I genuinely have no idea. Maybe against the Gold Coast Suns, maybe not. Have they already played? I don't know. I think they've already played the Suns. It'll be interesting when their first win comes, but I don't think it will come here. I feel like they'll bring a lot of pressure, but Melbourne's pace, and especially after last week, Melbourne want to get back after last week, and their pace will be too good for the Crows. And so I've gone the Demons by 26 points over Crows at the Adelaide Oval. The Thursday game sees the Pies take on the Swans for the first game at 5:40 on a Thursday. Collingwood really need to win this if they are going to compete for a top 8 spot and even the finals. They're holding on by a string right now. But that's why I feel like they'll bring a lot of pressure, they'll bring a lot of tackling, there'll be a lot of more good defensive movements. Buckley and the selection crew will get the team right this week, and that's why I've gone Collingwood by 16 points over the Swans. I don't think it'll be a high score because both teams are sort of struggling, but I've gone Collingwood by 16 points over the Swans. And Tom Papley to kick like friggin' 3 or 4 goals, but Collingwood to win still. On to Gold Coast versus St Kilda at Metricon Stadium. I'm going to go to the Saints in this one by 28 points. Should be an okay game, but I feel like the Saints are just, their forward line is really, really moving well together. Their midfield, their forward line, just their whole structure right now is moving really well together. It's clicking together in a good pace, and that's why I'm going to go the Saints by 28. The Suns, they've been alright in patches, but you know, they're starting to drop off. They're starting to get to that point where they're dropping off a little because they're missing their star in Matt Rowell. And yeah, 28 points for me, the Saints will win by. Final game C's. The Bombers take on the Giants at Metricon Stadium. I feel like this one will be a close one. It'll be an absolute cracker on Friday, 7:50. The lone game, finally, lone games. I still think the Giants will get up in this one by 9 points. I feel like the Bombers will put on a good fight like they did against the Lions, but they didn't really against the Lions, did they? But I feel like they'll want to still put up a good fight because of the game against the Lions, how they did so badly in that one. They want to come back, regroup, and put up a good effort. But I still think the Giants will be just a little bit too strong and beat the Bombers by 9 points. And that is the tips for this week. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in another video this week. Ciao!